Happy New Year and happy World Health Esteem Month, body coaches. I cannot believe it is already January 2nd of 2023. One thing I love about health esteem, which is the category that we defined, is that it reminds us to give ourselves both grace and to get our butts up and get moving. And we get to decide exactly what our life needs right here, right now, knowing that we are beyond incredibly positioned to do the empowering work, and that the work that we do on ourselves and for ourselves, it never stops. And that's what we're inviting people to do, to be empowered with us. And it's also a new beginning. It's 2023. And so it doesn't matter what happened yesterday or last month or last year or how you failed or how you succeeded. This is a new beginning. And I am so excited for this journey that we are about to embark upon. We have a really great call. So make sure you tag your people because they do not want to miss it. We are talking about all the things, especially health esteem. And we have a very, very, very special guest. Our CEO of Body, Carl Daikeler, is on to talk a little bit about how we are going to come together to empower ourselves and to empower more people to feel this health esteem like how we feel. Before we get into Carl, let me pass it over to the voice, Mr. Darren Ashby, so that we can recognize you and your coaches for the incredible work that you did in your business last week. Darren, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Keyshawn. Good morning. It's crazy. Here we go. A new year, a new start, a new everything. This is great. Well, let's jump right in because we've got new diamonds and a lot of new star diamond. Man, we got a lot. So let's go. Here we go. Our newest diamond coaches, first of 2023. Congratulations to Candace Alante, Rachel Dickerson, Amy Krenz, Luis Miguel Maldonado, Lindsay Roberts, Tracy Rosal, and Maria Vineyard-Jacques. All right, those are your newest diamond coaches. Now, our newest star diamond coaches, here they are. Congratulations to Haley Bennett, Kendall Bruton, Allison Costello, Katie Drasinga, Angelise Gonzalez, Haley Hendrickson, Corrine Holman, Mary Casita, Amber Kuiper, Regina Light, Dee Linters, Teresa Murphy, Sarah Sarve, Kara Sawyer, Marianne Sereno, Melissa Stuckey, Julie Voris, and Abby Williams. What a great list of new star diamond coaches. Now we're not done. Our newest two-star diamond coaches, here they are. Brittany Cox, Kayla Knudsen, and Lorena Rosenow. Our newest three-star diamond coach this week, congratulations to Stephanie Noble. And coaches, we have two new five-star diamond coaches. Congratulations to Nelson Quintana and Jessica Schmink. All right, coaches, that is it for recognition this week. Congratulations to everyone on the call. Happy New Year. Coaches, if you know any of these guys that move their businesses forward this week, reach out to them today. Congratulate them. Shout them out. Huge accomplishments. All right, let's kick it back over to Keyshawn and have a fantastic week, everybody.
Thank you, Darren. And congratulations to every single one of those coaches that were represented as he was going through all of them. I couldn't help but get just really, really excited for our new leader conference that's happening in a couple months because all of those new one stars are coming. I can't wait to see you in Vegas. All right, I have a few announcements. And listen, these are important. They're also available in your back office in the Coach Breaking News section. So you can always go there. Here's how you get there. But these are important. So write these down. Are you ready? Today is the first day of Megan's Coach exclusive bod group. Now it opens today, right? It starts today on the 2nd, but you can join anytime until it ends on February 26th. The purpose of this group is to provide support from Megan, from the creator of Sure Thing, as you work to empower yourself and complete the program. We're also going to have a very, very, very strong focus on health esteem, what it is and how you can make sure that you are living that health esteem life. And we're going to share tips on how you can use your experience with Sure Thing, with the group, with your community in order to encourage other people to join you. you. It's not enough for us to be empowered. We got to make sure that other people know that they can be in the position to be empowered also. So this is not just for you. Grab your friends, grab your coach friends, grab your non-coach friends, invite them to be a coach and tell them, let's do this group together. But the information for this group is in FAQ 8155. Are you joining? Are you doing it with us? Let me know in the comments. The second thing, and this is a big one, I feel like I need a drum roll. So wherever you're at, you can just give me a drum roll, because we last month, which was just a couple days ago, right? We rolled out a Sure Thing Share a Cart promotion where people were entered into a drawing for 10,000 US dollars, 10,000 bonus points converted into your local currency just by sharing Sure Thing with their families, with their friends, with their followers. And we actually have our first winner. So congratulations, huge congratulations goes to our $10,000 winner. Her name is Jessica Griffin from Blairstown, New Jersey. Congratulations. Listen, Jessica, you are going to be receiving an email with further details on how you can make sure you get your prize. But we are so incredibly excited for you and for everyone, because regardless if you were the $10,000 winner or not, we know that you put yourself in position, planted a lot of seeds in order to help people and really create the momentum to start this year off right. And that's what that was all about. That's what that was all about. Okay, congratulations to Jessica. If you know her, shout her out. And can I hold a 5, Jess? All right, the third announcement that I have is all about Super Weekend. Our first Super Weekend kicks off actually this weekend, January 6th through the 23rd. You can check FAQ 9792. And in that FAQ, it has a map with all of the locations. Find a location near you. Do not let this pass you by. Do not let fear or not knowing anyone or just like, what is this? Don't let any of that hold you back from experiencing all that is Super Weekend, because it really is a good way for you to meet people who are doing what you do in real life. We have a lot of friends that maybe you have never even met before because you socialize and you connect with them via social media. This is your way to see how we are impacting people's lives in a very real, tangible, you can touch it kind of way in real life. So make sure you go to the FAQ, find an event near you, and don't miss it. This is one of those things that sounds a little cliche, but it could change the trajectory of your business and the mindset needed for you to reach all the goals that you've set for yourself this year. The next announcement that I have is all about health esteem. I started today, and Carl is going to talk about this a lot. So I'm going to hit this because it's important for us to talk about, but I'm going to make sure that Carl gives you all the details about it. But it is officially World Health Esteem Month. And so it is time to celebrate World Health Esteem Month. You can join our VP of Personal Development and Mindset. Her name is Petra Kolber, to learn more about our new approach to health and wellness. And it's through health esteem and how you can accept and embrace exactly who you are in this moment, but still be ready to be committed to becoming the best version of yourself in the future. Remember to share your health esteem story with your community throughout this entire month and tag @body and tag @body story so that we can follow along. Imagine us breaking the internet with these health esteem stories. And that one person who needed to see your story got it, heard it, felt it. And the trajectory of not only their life, but their family's life was changed because we decided to share our health esteem story. Not one person, not you individually, but us as a body family. Make sure you go to the product toolkit in your back office. We have an entire health esteem toolkit with lots of resources and videos. Go back there and check it out. I have just 2 more announcements. The first of the 2 is we're officially kicking off 2023 by aiming for Success Club executive status by the end of the year. And how we're doing that in January is, well, we are officially kicking off our Success Club Executive promotion right now. We have 2 tiers for you to earn. You can qualify for 2 prizes. One, when you hit Success Club, you can earn a webinar that focuses on helping you coach with confidence. That webinar is with Petra, and there's some more details that you can find there in FAQ 7493. The second tier prize that you can earn this month, this is this month, y'all, is you can earn 100 bonus points. That's $100 converted into your local currency. And that is when you help one of your person-sponsored coaches also achieve Success Club. And in the midst of this kickoff promotion that we are working towards ending the year as a Success Club executive, well, it's also double trip dollars month. That means every time you help someone get started, you're empowering them. You're also earning some bonuses and commission. You're also earning Success Club. And those Success Club points translates to dollars for you to go on a Success Club trip with us. We're actually going to, where are we going? Let me know in the comments if you're coming with us this year to the Success Club trip in March. The final announcement that I have for you is all about 3-day refresh and ultimate reset gifts with the purchase. I don't know about you guys, but the beginning of it, I always need a quick little kick me up and a reset, a refresh. So you should add 3-day refresh to your share cards. Let people know that this is a really good jump kick. And from the 1st through the 16th, while supplies last, of course, people can receive an ultimate reset, a Taste of the World cookbook with every single purchase. Those are the announcements. And I'm so excited for what we have going on this year. And I hope that you are too. And it starts right here, right now. And speaking of it starting right here, right now, Carl is going to come on to help us not only know that it starts, but really give us how we're starting and why it's so important that we start together right now, not tomorrow, not next month, not in 3 months, but right now. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Body CEO, Carl Daikeler.
Thank you, Keyshawn. Always love the way you do this. And I want everybody to just take note for a second. Like every word that comes out of her mouth has so much heart and spirit. And you just can tell when somebody wants us to win. And Keyshawn, I love what you do. So happy New Year to you. And I'll take it from here and throw it back to you at the end. But happy New Year, coaches. I want you to just take a beat for a second. Fill your heart up. Understand what we're doing is really important. The fact that you showed up to watch the National Wake Up Call is a really big deal. I think we're entering the most exciting phase of expansion and potential to achieve our mission than really in any time in our 24-year history. And let's think about that for a second and what it means for you. And while I describe all this, I want you to know, okay, while I describe this, I'm gonna save one thing that I think can be the biggest opportunity, not only in network marketing, but in nutrition. Okay, but I'll talk about that toward the end. But first, let's look at some of the most exciting changes coming up. Of course, our mission, and I really want you to listen to this, our mission is to help people achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives. That has literally been the mission statement that guided our product development and our marketing since 1999. Literally, it is what led to the creation of the network, because we realized that it could be a powerful motivator for people that, in conjunction with making a decision to start an in-home program all alone, they could have the additional incentive and objective to do it along with other people and monetize that decision for themselves. And that's when a multi-billion-dollar success story was born. But over the course of these 24 years, and I think 12 or 13 since we launched the network, it's never totally achieved the massive breakthrough that I want to help hundreds of millions of people. That's the way I've envisioned this. So I've studied the industry, particularly very closely for the last 12 months. I've worked with some consultants, marketing consultants, statisticians, guys who are doing data and analytics work. And they had a particularly great insight into the post-pandemic environment. Trends in social media, fitness trends, diet trends, even trends in food, especially snacks and desserts. And we discovered something that, as they say, it's hiding in plain sight. The dominant message of the industry was not appealing to the people who really resonate with what we offer. In fact, the legacy industry overall was running this playbook to point out people's imperfections and show people how they can fix those imperfections. Now, that might seem obvious, and it's sort of like a smart marketing strategy. Point out a problem, offer a solution. But what we realize with the industry perpetuating this messaging over and over and over again, we were actually contributing to creating a self-esteem problem for a lot of people. Not everybody, but for many people, which ultimately was getting in the way of our mission statement of helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives, which is the bigger opportunity. That's to help people who want to be healthy and feel good, not just look a certain way. And that way of business has a name. That way of business of just selling into that idea that you're not perfect, get to work on yourself, blah, blah, blah. That's called the imperfection economy. And that preys on promoting an ideal. Now, again, I think that the intent behind that was to motivate people, tough love, get them going. But instead, it was turning a lot of people off. And that was the aha moment last year when we realized that to achieve our mission, we needed to make and take a big step, get out of the imperfection economy. Stop being part of the criticism. People have enough criticism in their minds, and add a dimension to this industry, which would dismantle the concept of the ideal. Since honestly, the ideal is completely different for everybody. And we needed to encourage people to actually understand that as human beings, they are meaningful and worthy, and they matter just as they are. And we can all still aspire to feel better. We can even want to lose weight or get ripped. Those goals can be personal to anyone. I know I personally enjoy seeing what I can do to change my body and even pursue some goals with a program. See it through, right? See what I can do. But the difference is we're not pinning success or our sense of self-value or self-worth to that outcome, which means we're also not pinning that to other people, that after photo. That's just a project. But taking care to respect ourselves and appreciate and take care of who we really are, that's our life, not a project. That's our life. And that is health esteem. That is what we are celebrating all month. World Health Esteem Month, which instead of the ritual of these drastic New Year's resolutions people make to bully themselves to make changes, there's enough bullying going on. We're helping people make even the smallest of changes. But, and hear this, being careful to keep an eye on what I call the snake in the room, the habit to let that ego say, you're not good enough if you're not perfect. If you're not keeping up with whoever else you might see on social media or wherever, or magazines, or just ideals that we've allowed to reinforce in our minds. That's not the ideal. The ideal is you. The ideal is the person you can help and what their goal is. You shape your ideal toward the life that gives you the most happiness. They shape their ideal to the life that gives them the most happiness. That's the premise of Sure Thing, where instead of focusing on the physical change that you can achieve in 8 weeks, right? That's been our model for almost 25 years. Megan is focusing on the incredible feeling of type training right in the moment, how good it feels. How good does making that time for yourself feel that day? It feels incredible, right? But we never really celebrate that as a win. I've been told that celebrating that is like handing out a participation trophy, right? I'll get criticized that, oh, it's here you are, you're all woke and virtue signaling. That's what we're talking about. But we are talking about participation is worth celebrating. You're damn right, because over 100 million people aren't participating. So if we can help them participate for one day and we celebrate that, and then we celebrate another day, celebrate that. And of course, you put 8 weeks of those kinds of days together with Sure Thing, and you can't help but see changes and some outrageous outcome. But that's not the mentality, which means after those 8 weeks, you don't quit. You're not done. That's the miracle of health esteem, because each day it feels good to feel good in your body. That's what you're acknowledging. That feeling. It feels good to be strong. It feels good to fit into clothes you enjoy. But at the same time, health esteem is about making sure that you never lose sight of your value as a person, regardless of those physical outcomes. And that has another major benefit. Life can happen, like it always does, without you beating yourself up. We just got done with the holidays. How many tens of millions of people are beating themselves up, as they do annually? Oh, you did it again. No discipline. And now they're swearing off carbs, or they're looking up crazy diets, or they're deciding to overtrain to try to reverse whatever the result of the holidays has been for them. Fix this as soon as possible so they can stop hating themselves for it. And that's what we need to stop. The self-hatred. I don't want to put people in a position where they put themselves in this state of mental attack on themselves, which the legacy industry, which we contributed to, was fueling, because it sells gym memberships or subscriptions or diet food. But in 3 weeks, those same people making those New Year's resolutions realize they don't really like living under these extremes, and we would lose them. People actually enjoy sharing time with friends over food or drinks, taking some time off. So a dramatic approach to a healthier lifestyle would become the enemy, and then they would quit. But World Health Esteem Month is designed to be the opposite. Do you see how powerful health esteem can be? Instead of weaponizing motivation against ourselves, we integrate a mindset of positive self-esteem, that the actual experience of being more active and eating in a way that feels good and still facilitates living a life we love. Now, I'm sure there are going to be some people who don't get this. They'll say, again, why are they changing the name from Beachbody to Body, as if that changes anything? Or others will say, here we go, another woke company. Look, people are going to have their bias, their triggers, and honestly, I just tune them out. What I know is I started a company, and what fills my heart as the CEO of this company is to be on a mission to help people achieve their goals. That's the gut check I do every day. Bottom line to all this is, can we help more people feel good about themselves and have a better life because they're healthy? How can we help them achieve their goals and lead healthy, fulfilling lives? This is the heroic work you're doing. And when you have an insight that shows you that there's almost 150 million people, 150 million adults who are rejecting healthier choices because of the way those choices are being presented, that's the imperfection economy. Well, as a business, you respond to that and you create a category which will actually serve all those people, rather than pretend that they just need to get with the program, get on board. You should know better. Wagging a finger isn't going to do it. This is health esteem, where we start with grace, as Keyshawn said, more flexible, loving people as they are, and helping them feel better about themselves, acknowledging the individual, and getting out of comparisons and getting out of competition. That includes the crazy flexibility of the new body block format, where you can work out about a half hour a day for 3 weeks a month, and then take a week off before you start the next block in the next month. It's been a total breakthrough for me. I've never been this consistent for this long, building like flexibility into my life rather than being all or nothing. And that format will be a game changer for people, especially when Lacey Green, our new super trainer, when she comes out with For Beginners Only, that's a free super block that we're coming out with in March. That's going to help as many of those 150 million people get started as you help us reach. Guys, we can start recruiting people to that major breakthrough in a month. Do you see how significant this year can be? The business model is going to get so much simpler with body blocks, without the noise that came along with the Beachbody name, and without a new breakthrough program to train your teams about every month. We'll still have 2 programs a year. They're going to be breakthroughs. They're going to be great. But the vital behaviors will work incredibly well in this simplicity. Be the proof the product works. But with health esteem, your qualification to be that proof is merely how are you living up to the way you want to live, to what you want out of life, not some before and after photo that you achieved 2 years ago. And we wrote up that announcement of World Health Esteem Month, and I emailed you about the 10 tiny moments. So you could use that outline so that being the proof could be about more than a sweaty selfie, which are still super valuable and inspirational. But instead, you can also celebrate the accumulation of these little decisions to do things that help you feel good and help you feel productive so that other people see, oh, that's part of productivity too. I am so excited to be this company for people because as big as a problem as health and obesity is in the world, anxiety, depression, and negative self-esteem are just as bad. And that doesn't mean we bury our own beliefs either. Healthy choices create healthy people. And we get to live our way, our choices. Our job is to continue to educate. Where are the traps that can undermine our health? What are the habits that we can help point out? Like, what can we do to help people eat less junk and replace that junk with something that tastes just as good, that's incredibly healthy? Ultimately, we allow for people to step into those healthy choices which align to a lifestyle that suits them, that feels best, but we can help them with the tools that we've built into this platform. Like, what if someone isn't ready to start a body block, or they're not ready for a sure thing, or 4-week gut protocol, or 2B mindset, or portion fix? How can health esteem help them? Now, remember I said I was going to mention the thing I'm most excited about at the end. Okay, now I want you to look at this. I hinted about it. These are my cookies that I made. I made cookies. Okay, now this, can you believe that? I feel like an artist. I feel like I need my own cooking show. I call these, this is a no-bake cookies and creamy cookie, a la WEM. WEM is the acronym for World Health Esteem Month. I made this. Took me about 20 minutes, made a mess. I'll figure out how to do it better. The recipe's on the blog. I think it's no-bake cookie balls. I think it's what it's called. But I added a little twist. It's actually, I put it like a heaping spoon of Greek yogurt to make them stickier, and then I flattened them so they look like cookies with some unsweetened coconut shavings. And I think that's what it's called, coconut shavings. That's too good. Now I'm not going to be able to talk because it's gooey. And it looks like a cookie. I put them in the fridge overnight, and there you go. You got a recipe. Cookies and creamy a la WEM. How am I doing on time? That was a mistake to eat during the National League. I think this cookie is like, I don't know, it's probably 120 calories, 150 calories. I didn't make them as big as in the recipe. I made them a little smaller. Packed with superfoods, protein, fiber, all that good stuff. None of the bad stuff. And here's how recipes like this are going to save the world, like literally. Here's what we mean when we say eat more dessert. Now, remember I said those consultants I've been working with have analyzed the snack and dessert industry. Well, according to their research, the dessert industry is a $268 billion industry. But here's the insight that you care about, you and I. 1 in 5 of the people who eat dessert are actually looking for healthier options. You know how big that market is? That's over $50 billion of existing opportunity with no clear leader or go-to option that offers a delicious selection of dessert options that you can enjoy as much as ice cream or cookies or cakes. Or I still got my shake, still doing my shake, my creamy milkshake. This one's chocolate with all the boosts, but it's obviously doesn't have the calories, doesn't have the high sugar content, doesn't have the processed flours. But right here, we got it in a gourmet superfood called Shakeology. It's right behind me. We can serve a $50 billion market with cookies like these. So here's how this is going to be a breakthrough for your business, starting immediately. Let's say you're having a conversation with somebody at one of your kids' soccer games or coffee shop. You had a little plate of your cookies that you brought along with you, and you're inviting somebody, you're talking to somebody about your health business. You're inviting them to join your group or to start Sure Thing or to do a body block, and they're just not ready or they're not interested. Well, now you can have another question. You can ask, look, I start new groups every month, so you can try it anytime. But let me ask you this: do you eat dessert? Whatever their answer is, you've got their attention. Who wouldn't want to talk about dessert? If they do eat dessert, you can find out what their favorite desserts are and how often they eat them a week. And then you pull out a plastic bag or a airtight container and you offer them a cookie. They're delicious. And you can say, hey, I've got a way that you can actually eat more dessert and get healthier and lose weight with these delicious, easy and speedy superfood swaps. Give them a cookie to try. They taste it kind of like an Oreo with the coconut on top or whatever you make. But they're actually really good for you. Protein, fiber, all these superfoods. You're going to blow people's minds and they're going to try it right then. Right now, gang, we're creating a 20-day dessert challenge where you'll be able to help these people, the ones who aren't ready for the total solution, help them improve their digestion, lose some weight, reduce their sugar cravings, all by eating more dessert, having treats ready to go. We're putting this together as fast as we can, but you can do this already. You've got the recipes, you got access to Shakeology, and you're smart enough to challenge people to see how good they can feel after a month or so of eating a different kind of dessert that's actually great for them. They can just find the recipe that works as much for them as possible. But if they're not ready to start with the whole thing, again, we're talking about 144 million adults out there who have not started anything. And maybe they can just start with a dessert challenge that helps them feel a little bit better because they're not going to bed with all that sugar in their system and all that processed stuff that accumulates. Instead, you're saying, have one of these cookies, maybe have 1.5 of the cookies, and see how much better you sleep, see how much better you feel when you go to bed. And again, it can still be a shake. I mean, I love my shake and I enjoy my decadent shake every day. This right here is the mindset of health esteem, focusing on feeling good about what I can have that will make me feel good rather than what I can't have because I didn't watch what I ate during the holidays. Instead of punishing myself, I'm steering my life toward a life I love, including feeling good about myself at the same time. We're not forgetting about that for 8 weeks or 90 days or for the length of a program. We're focusing on feeling good about ourselves, on not rejecting ourselves the whole time. And if that doesn't get you psyched, that focus on how that can affect people's lives and their mental well-being at the same time that they were serving their physical well-being, even for what it can mean for you and for your kids to live in that mindset rather than in this constant state of chasing perfection or a state of permanent dissatisfaction. Well, I hope you take that in because I think it's really exciting. I can't imagine not being excited about it, at least at this company. That's the way this company is going to be. And this is the category that millions of people have been waiting for. If you're in this to build a business, there is no business opportunity that I can think of which is so meaningful, is so needed by so many people, which can also create such a profound income opportunity, whether it's starting groups each month to go all in on the total solution and bust ass and work hard and sweat hard and get ripped and feel great, seeing what you can achieve and how great you can feel and buff and ripped and all of that. Even after 1 3-week body block, how good you can feel. Or even helping people who would just love to break their sugar addiction, who would love to not rely on sugar for all their gratification, who would love to just be able to enjoy dessert without shame or guilt or the physical consequence of it. We can do it that way. We can truly enhance people's lives. And I know you've got other choices for what your side business could be. Face creams, cleaning products, even other shakes. But I don't know of one other business that can help change the health and the health esteem of the world like this one. And as we dial this in, all the simplicity will make it easier for more people to get involved. More people are going to start making money, real money. And that's going to spin the flywheel faster. That'll attract more people. And that's when 2023 takes off. And it starts right now. As Keyshawn said, Sure Thing is already showing that people love this program and they're ready to start today. People are buying the bike like crazy the last 2 weeks. So you start this now. People can start this now. They can start Sure Thing next Monday or a week after that. We got 2 months to really focus on Sure Thing or all the rest of the programs in the catalog, or do the body blocks that we're listing, or plug into the content on body. It's all great. And we'll celebrate health esteem all month and help people do these little tiny things that can start them down a path of living more healthy, fulfilling lives. This is the business that we're in. What an incredible gift. We can help people replace their dessert with a delicious, easy, fast superfood swap that you can enjoy every day and actually get healthy and lose weight at the same time. I want to see you succeed this year. We'll be celebrating these stories, the stories from 2022, of course. We'll celebrate the Beachbody Challenge stories at Summit this year, at Summit. But I'm excited to reconfigure how we celebrate success on body stories. So we're sort of switching that from the Beachbody Challenge to everyday stories all along the continuum of what success looks like, from one day to one change to the full gamut of transformation that always blows our mind. And you can tag at Body Stories, BODI Stories on Instagram. And that's how we'll find you. And they'll be giving out t-shirts every day. And I want to celebrate both the big wins and the smaller day-to-day wins. That's what we'll be doing all month for World Health Esteem Month. And that's what we'll be doing all year on At Body Stories. Look at those 10 tiny moments and share your story. All you have to do is post something like, what's an old New Year's resolution that you might have made and later broke? And why did you break it, right? Because it was important to you at New Year's. So now replace that. What are the declarations of the things that you want for yourself? How you're going to take care of yourself, not just for the year, but for your life. That's a health esteem declaration. And what's a personal story of how you're going to do that? What will your life be like? How will it be improved? Then, like the Ice Bucket Challenge, you tag a couple of people, ask them to post their health esteem declarations, and maybe we get this thing going. Or worst case, you'll have people asking you, what's a health esteem declaration? And as we see these posts from you, I want to celebrate the whole spectrum of health esteem, not just the outcome, not just the weight loss, but yes, the weight loss too. And that's going to help more people start conversations. It's going to help you start more conversations that will help more people. This is our time. You are in a position to take advantage of all these exciting changes, all the research and development that we've done. And you're going to reconnect with how it feels to help so many people. I'm so grateful for you for being here. Thank you for believing in us, for seeing the power of this new category of health esteem. Don't just see it superficially, see it deeper. That people need this. Over 100 million people can use this. And the addition of Mindset to the platform, which went up, I think, on Friday, check that out. We'll start populating it more aggressively in March and April, but it's there now. You can see what Petra's got in store. This is a significant turning point in the entire health and fitness industry. And I'm so proud to have you with me. Thank you for your focus on the mission, but most of all, thank you for never quitting on that mission or yourself. I can't wait to see how you work with this. And I can't wait to see a bunch of super weekend. I'm going to be in Canada, I think Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, I think, and then in Philly. But whichever super weekend you go to this coming weekend, I hope you bring the energy, bring your enthusiasm, bring your determination to make a huge difference in the world. How good is your life going to feel if your focus is on making a difference in the world for people? Maybe even bring some superfood cookies to Super Weekend too. All right. Thank you, Beachbody. Thank you, Team Beachbody. And now, thank you going forward. Thank you, Body. Let's make big things happen, everybody. And with all this going on, I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so grateful for you. So Keyshawn, take us out and let's all get to work.
Carl, thank you. Thank you, y'all. Whew, I have been trying to rein in my emotions after listening to this wake up call today. And I'm celebrating my 11th year next month with Beachbody, with Body. And I've witnessed firsthand how we have changed lives. And to know that there are 100 million people who are waiting for us, this is going to position us to help even more people. But this is the thing. It's not enough to feel good on this call and to hear Carl and say, yeah, I'm going to take those cookies with me. It's not enough for you to feel good and say, oh, that World Health Esteem Month, that's a really good idea. It's not enough for you to feel good and say, I'm so happy I partnered with Body. It is not enough for us to just feel good. We have to believe, and then we have to take action. And it starts right now. And the action starts within us. And we have to invite people to do this with us. 100 million people are waiting for us. Invite them to Super Weekend. It's happening. Invite them to become a coach and join the Sure Thing coach group with you. Invite them to take action in doing and thinking with World Health Esteem Month. That means no more self-hate. That means that we are going to find 100 wins every single month, like what Michael challenged us to do. And it starts right here because you showed up today. And then it's going to start again this weekend because you're showing up for your day, for yourself every single day, and you're showing up for Super Weekend, and you're inviting people. We are going to celebrate together 100 wins every single month. Welcome to your new beginning, and happy World Health Esteem Month. Bye, everyone.